What's going on, and welcome to another episode of the Short Men Only podcast. And today is another day. It's sunny in South Carolina. I'm happy. I'm excited. But today, I got to talk to you guys because some of you are starting to get on my nerves. And, sometimes we need to be corrected, myself included. There has to be those people in our lives that when we get a little off track, we allow them to correct us. And I see some of you guys getting a little off track. So I'm going to correct you so that we can stop having this issue moving forward. Okay? So let me give you a little backstory. The other day, I'm scrolling down YouTube, and I started looking for videos about short men. So I look on a couple videos, and one video was talking about how, certain women aren't into short men. And so I go in the comments, and man, these comments, my gosh, these comments were, for lack of a better word, just annoying. Just annoying to see some of the stuff that short men believe about themselves in these comments was just disappointing. Because why? Why would that be disappointing to me? I care about short men. I care about how you guys view yourself. I care about the things that come out of your mouth when it comes to women. I care. And to be honest, the thing is, one short man, when people have this view of how short men carry themselves, and then they go to posts like these, and they see some of the things that short men believe about themselves, it just reinforces the belief, because they're not going to go out their way to find other short men that don't believe that. We look for things to reinforce what we believe to be true. And that's what I want to talk about today. And what is that called? There's a mental model called the confirmation bias. And so what the confirmation bias is, just as it sounds, we like to confirm a belief or an idea. We look for evidence to confirm a belief that we have, right? So when we're looking at a lot of these, when I'm looking at these posts and I'm seeing all these comments, it was literally over 2,000 comments on this post. And I'm like, man, looking at these comments, I'm like, come on. But one of the things I do want to address before I get into that, because this is absolutely it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so if you are a man and you are you're not short. You would be considered tall, 5'11", 6 foot and older, whatever. If that is you, and you waste your time going on a post that is already talking about short men and how they're, not worth dating, and you go on there and you leave a comment talking about short men, you're corny. You're a cornball. I'm gonna tell you why you're a cornball. Because why, if the situation doesn't affect your life in any way, why would you, you got precious time on this earth. Why would you, waste your time watching a video about something that does not apply to you? Unless maybe you're so disappointed or so, your life isn't where you want it to be. So then you go watch a video to make you feel good about yourself instead of actually doing the work to better yourself. Maybe that's why you were there. And if that's the case, maybe I should actually feel sorry for you. Because, I couldn't imagine going on a video about tall men that somebody's, maybe pointing out why they're not this or why not that, and going in the comments and saying, hey, that's why you should mess with short men. And see, this is the problem with tall dudes. I wouldn't waste my time. Why? Because there's plenty of other things in this world to use my limited time on. And I'm kind of, I shouldn't even use my limited time that I have on this earth to even address this. But I want you short men to know, man, I got your back. And that stuff like that is whack. So we're going to call it out. I called it out. I'm not going to say I'm going to call it out every time because I've kind of already stated my stance on it just now. So we're going to let that be that. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my short brothers now. The ones who are truly out here looking for confirmation of their beliefs that no woman wants a short dude. The thing is, what you look for, you will find. If you want to find confirmation that no women want a short man, you will keep watching those videos. It's almost like, not wanting to apply for a job. But before you apply for the job, you've already convinced yourself that you don't deserve the job. So then you apply for the job, and then when they tell you, hey, we're not interested in you, you say, I already knew it. Well, you knew it because you decided before it even started, before you even applied for the job, that you wouldn't get the job. So applying for it, you just applied for it to confirm the bias that you've already believed in your mind. So what I'm asking you to do is to stop looking for confirmation that you can't get a woman. Stop, and I'm watching this video, right? And you have to be honest with yourself. There's a few questions you should ask yourself. Would you even want to date a woman who felt this way about you anyway? If you would not date a woman who felt this way about you, why are you worried about what a woman that you would not date is saying about you? And then you got to ask yourself, what percentage of the world's women are actually on the social media platform that you are looking at? Is it possible that the women that you see on here do not represent all the women in the world? Is that possible? If it is, then why are you taking this personal? That is this woman's opinion about short men, but she does not speak for all women. So therefore, we should not allow her opinion to determine how we see ourselves. It should not be confirming anything, right? When we say, hey, I understand this is your opinion, this is how you feel. One, I'm not even going to watch content like this that confirms this, not because I don't know it exists. You already know it exists. So we know that we live in a world where not all women like short men. We know this. My question is, since you already know this, why do you need to watch content to confirm it? What does that do for you? How does that add value to your life? Or does it reinforce a belief that you believe about yourself and you're just using this vehicle to confirm it? You believe, hey, no women would date a short man. Okay, so then you go watch a video. See, I knew it. No woman would date a short man. Okay. What do people post videos on YouTube for? They post videos on YouTube to get viewership, to get views, to make you, they got these thumbnails and stuff to make you want to click on it. Are you surprised? Well, there is a lot of short men in the world. Are you surprised that somebody will post a video talking about men not dating, women not wanting to date short men? Why? It shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to get clicks. Why? Because the men who want to confirm to themselves that, hey, there are women that don't date short men are going to watch it. But if you already know it, you don't have to watch it. Why? Because you already know that these women exist. Now, how many times, I'm going to ask you this question, and be honest with yourself. How many times have you ever went out your way to find content from women who like short men? Like women who appreciate short men. And don't tell me there's none out there. Or even follow men who have successfully dated to find out, tall women, short women, whatever. To basically women. To find out some of the tips, some of the strategies, some of the things they use. How many times have you done that? How many times have you went out your way to look for that type of content? Or is it just that it would be easier for yourself to believe that it's not possible? Right? Because then you don't got to try. But once you know something is possible, then you have to attempt. And no, why put that pressure on yourself? Why put that pressure on yourself to actually have to go out there and try? When it's so much easier to look at things that confirm why you shouldn't try. I'm not going to let you off the hook. I know that there are women who will date short men. And I know that the only way you're going to find one is maybe you might have to get offline and put yourself out there in person. Maybe that's what you might have to do. And you know what? You can't lose, because every no you get is just a learning opportunity. Well, maybe you're trying to go after something that's really not going to be best for you. So you're going to go out there and you're going to try, and that's not going to work. But the more you keep putting yourself out there, you're going to develop thicker skin. And you're going to learn more about yourself, and you're going to build your own confidence when you put yourself out there, when you try to do this. Stop looking for confirmation of what you can't do and start looking for confirmation of what you can do. Now, I wouldn't even tell you this. I wouldn't even record a podcast about this unless I believe that you could do it. And I do believe that you could do it. And I have done it, so I know it's possible. And I need you to believe, stop looking for things that confirm that you can't. I want you to start telling yourself all the reasons you can. Just because you haven't yet doesn't mean you can't. See, it's about a reframe. I haven't met the right woman yet, but I know I will. That sounds better than telling yourself that it is not possible. I will never meet. I cannot do. No, I haven't met her yet, but I will. I'm just working on myself in the meantime to, make sure I'm good whenever I do meet her. Because, hey, I know since I got confidence, swag, and I believe in myself, it's inevitable that I'm going to meet a woman that I'm going to be with, and we're going to do this thing. It's inevitable. And just right now, it ain't happening yet. Reframe it. Stop looking for confirmation of what you can't. Start looking for confirmation of what you can. And like I said, sometimes my job is to sit you down and say, hey, you're off track. You're off focus. Let's get back on. Let's get refocused. Right? We all need this sometimes. And this is my job because I'm looking out for you and I care about you. I have to say something. Stop looking for that confirmation. Start looking for confirmation of what you can do in all areas of your life. You know why? Because what you do, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're looking for that in this area, you're definitely doing it in other areas of your life. Stop it. All right? Rant over. Short Man, this has been Jalal Wilson with the Short Man Only podcast, and I'm gone. I made this quick because I wanted to be straight to the point. No fillers, no nothing. We went in. All right? Take care of you guys. Take care of yourselves. And I believe in you. You need to start believing in you. I'm gone.